Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Matthew Grace, and you've tuned in to hear about the protein myth and the dangers of eating meat. One of the first things people always ask me when I tell them I'm a vegetarian, let alone a raw foodist or a vegan, the first thing people say, and I'm sure you've had this experience if you're also a vegetarian, is where do you get your protein? And I understand that because it's been so prevalent, the idea that we need protein, that human beings need a lot of protein. So people are concerned about it. We're going to be discussing where I get my protein and where other great athletes and extremely strong animals in nature get their protein and how they build muscle. We're going to be talking about my experience as an athlete and as a trainer, training people and encouraging my clients to become vegetarians, if not vegans or raw foodists. We're going to be talking about what, in fact, protein is. A lot of people don't really understand the science behind protein. We're going to be discussing that. We're going to be just talking about the catastrophic consequences of eating meat. Not just the health risks, which are numerous, but also the environmental damages that a meat-based diet burdens our planet with. It's quite grim, actually. We're also going to be talking about how to build muscle without meat. We're going to be talking about meat substitutes. We're going to be talking about the psychological aspects of eating meat. We're going to be talking about the emotional aspects of eating meat. We're going to be talking about the shocking array of poisons that exist in every piece of flesh that you ingest. We're going to be talking about how we've been brainwashed to believe that eating animal flesh is essential for our well-being. On top of that, we'll be discussing fish and ingesting fish and once again, the effects on our health and the effects on the planet. We'll also be discussing the advantages of vegetarianism. We will be going over some of the great vegetarians of all time and discussing why they became vegetarians and what their motivation was. And we're going to try to broaden our perspective of every time we sit down to have a meal, what is my responsibility? What is my responsibility to myself, to the planet, to the children, to the next few generations that are going to be here, because it's all heavily related. So stay tuned. This should be a lot of fun.